So I was watching the Colbert Report, and there was this guy on there that writes a book, because they always have people on there writing paperback books. Who reads paperback books anymore? Um, I don't remember his name, but essentially what he was talking about was how people tend to pigeonhole their belief structure, and politics has become even worse than it was, say, in the 70s, because now we have circle jerk internet forums, we have circle jerk cable networks, so people can just be stuck in their ways, isolate their own interpretations of things, and just make it all the worse because, that's all they feed themselves, is that bias, regurgitated right or left wing madness. And, which is true, but then he turns around and starts with his babble talk about how, in my experience, even though I'm a liberal, I've talked to conservatives to try to understand them, and conservatives have a better understanding of human nature. No, conservatives don't have a better understanding of human nature. What conservatives have is a better submission to human nature. There is a difference. It doesn't take a genius to know that human beings are generally greedy, stupid, infantile, moronic, and sheep. That's it. Human beings will pretty much accept anything that is negative, but anytime someone wants to make a positive change, all of a sudden they have time to puff up their chests and get up in your face and bullshit. That's why people get on my ass about moderators, because God forbid someone should say, you know what, we need a little more freedom. It's not right that we should have to watch our every step, where we post, what we post, when we post it, because some fucker that's behind the monitor doesn't like me for whatever reason, and that's enough to strip me of my First Amendment and my dignity as a human being. But of course, they don't want to see that part. But that's what I'm getting at, is the fact that conservatives accept human nature as it is. Liberals think that human nature can be changed. That's why liberals believe in evolution. Because if we can change biologically, we can change metaphorically. We can change socially. That's why it's called socialism. Because you can change the social demographic. You can change the standard. And then, thus, you can change the standard of living, you can change the environment, and therefore, you can change what human nature is and isn't. And you know what? The vast majority of people will accept it anyway. You will accept the world, good or bad. And right now, the world is bad. So, get up off your fucking ass and do something to make the world good. Or you know what? Sit back, kick up your feet, shut the fuck up, and let the big boys handle it. Let the adults talk about it. Because you're not in a fucking position to tell me what is right and wrong when you're willing to accept a child molester, a rapist, a murderer, or some other scumbag telling you what the fuck to do and what you can say and can't say, and then you want to lecture me on property. Don't fucking tell me about property. Don't fucking tell me about anything. I do not want to infringe on anybody's rights. I am not trying to dictate how people can run their forum. It's their forum. They can do what they want to. What I want to do is to be able to live my life and actually do what I want to do, free from harassment and hassle and liability for shit that is beyond my control. When I type something on the internet, I should be able to type it, converse with other people, socialize with other people, share my ideas, make friends, maybe even make enemies, and we communicate, we evolve our ideas further with no infringement from a third party. There should be no one on the sidelines saying who can and who cannot communicate. There should be no one on the sidelines telling me that I do not have the right to a Facebook so that I can update whatever the fuck I want to update, or how I want to capitalize on some Checkers coupons or something. There is no one that has the authority to do that to me. They do it anyway because they're fucking terrorists. But no one has that entitlement. And if you believe they do, you're a fucking moron. You're a stupid little sheep goyim that will accept anything. You will accept them fucking putting a gun to your head and blowing your brains out. And you know what? I hope they do. If I had the time, I would do it myself. But that's the way it is. And people like me want to change it. We may not be able to change it right now, but someday it's going to change. And you know what? You're gonna fucking accept that too. Just like you fucking accept the way the world is now, moderators controlling your thoughts, not being able to really have any freedom whatsoever, and you deal with that now, you can deal with the better world, the new world, and you will be better off for it. You may not understand how you're better off. You may not appreciate how you're better off. But you will be better off. And you know what? You'll fucking accept it anyway. You'll learn to. Fucking deal with it. That's all I have to say.